Hi everyone, it's Vicky. Over the weekend I was working on my March Scrapbuster journal and I tried to put gesso on those printables that I printed where my toner was a bit weird, and it didn't really work out. It didn't give me the effect that I wanted for this journal. So I changed my toner and I reprinted all the ones that I want. The kit that I bought has got 61 pages. I didn't want to print all 61 pages, so I've just chosen the ones that I do want for now, and whatever I think I need extra of, I'll just go back and print. But I did want to show you what they look like now that my toner has changed, and just how lovely the colors are. And this page here, I took this idea that I did in the last video to make tickets, and I made these tickets. So you can see I've used the printable that's got 3 to a page, and I folded them just like this. I did that same way of cutting out those rounded corners by using my washi tape and going around it. I inked around the edges. Then I used this hole punch and I punched holes all the way down, and I inked there again, and then it became like this. Hope you can see it. I didn't make them even, some of them are a bit big. I thought that looked so lovely. And then on the back I've taken my little stamps, my letter stamps, and I've stamped the word ticket and date, and I put a little sticker there. And I thought I don't really need the word ticket, but the date would be good because I could write the date in with whatever I'm going to write underneath there. So I loved the way that that turned out. That is my favorite page that I've done so far, and at the end of this video I'll do the same thing with this, so if you want to see me do it slower then you'll be able to see it. Then these are the little elements that I've been working on. So these are the printables from that first batch where my toner was a bit strange. Let's see, find them all. This one I have glued a piece of envelope onto the back, but I've used the inside of the envelope. I don't know if you can see, it's actually blue. It was a tea-dyed envelope, and there's a scrap of magazine paper and a bit of ribbon, and I've sewn all around the edges. And this is a piece called postcard. I've sewn around the edges. I've also inked everything around the edges, and this one I've put book paper and music paper on the back. This one has got a bit of ribbon and it's got some envelope on the back, but not the blue side. Now it's the outside of the envelope, and a piece of book paper. This one has been sewn around the edge. It's got little eyelets. I have got book paper on the back and tracing paper on top. I just liked that it's got something different and I could write on there. And this little one here has got an eyelet. It's got book paper at the back, and then the top of the book page that's got no writing, I've glued that there so you can write on that one. This is an envelope. It was open to start with, so it was much easier to sew, and I've glued on a piece of magazine paper. That is a torn part of that envelope, so there was a torn bit, and this envelope was tea-dyed, and that's a piece of organza ribbon. I've sewn around those, and then I've sewn that one on, and I'll be able to glue that shut. This is an envelope where you seal the envelope and then you fold it over like that, and it becomes a pocket. And that is magazine paper, that is book paper. That's the top of an envelope. It's the same envelope that I tore off, and it's got like the little postmark and the postage stamp. I've sewn around this, I've inked it, and I've sewn on a little piece of ribbon there. I didn't do anything to the back. I was thinking of gluing it down onto the book page, but if I was going to make it like a floating pocket, then I would make this nice on the back so you can write on it, maybe ink around the edges. These 3 pieces here, they were scrapbooking card that I was using to scrape my gesso around. So I was scraping gesso like that, and the card looks lovely afterwards with just the lighter looks around the edges. So I've glued on book paper and a sticker, and that's a little piece of scrapbooking card that's been stapled on. That's the same thing, stickers, the book paper, and this is that part of that printable. So I had another one cut out and I just used the scraps to make a little tab, and there's another one, and this one I'm using this stuff for the tab. So there's some music paper, it's the same one, a little bird sticker, and that's that. This was those tickets. So I showed you before how I sewed them all together, and I tried to do something with them that didn't work, and I decided the best way to save them, because I didn't need a piece that was that long in my journal, was to cut them apart. So I've got 2 tags, and I have glued scrapbooking paper to the back. That's a piece of washi because my paper wasn't long enough. I've sewn around the edges and I've inked around the edges. The top of the tickets I put gesso on, so I was using these cards to scrape the gesso, and I didn't like the look, so I've cut out some pieces of tea-dyed paper and I've glued one on each ticket. I've used some of that tissue paper with the little flowers. I like the way the orange picks up there. I've got an eyelet, and I've got this stuff through the hole. And then, as I did with this one, because this is quite bulky, I didn't want to tie a knot, so I've stapled it. So I've got 2 tags or bookmarks or journaling cards. So that was really fun, all the things that did work. There was a lot of things that didn't work, and that's why I'm not going to show you the video, because I wasn't very happy with the things that didn't work. But this one, you know what I'm seeing here? I didn't do those punch holes on that side, so I could do that as well. Maybe I'll do that for this one. So I'll show you how I did this page. So I'm going to fold those 2 sides together, and I'm going to do the edge ones for now. So that's that edge, and then I'll do this edge. And this edge. Oh, it's a bit uneven there, but it'll be good. It'll look like tickets. Let me try center it this time. And I think for this one, I'm going to put the date at the bottom. So my tickets are done. That is a envelope, a used envelope that's been tea dyed. That is wallpaper that I've cut out the flowers, and some tiny little scraps of the leftover magazine page. I've got one more piece here that I want to use for something. It's been inked, it's been punched, it's been stamped. Could probably put some little stickers on this side, but I'd like to go with a blue, I think. Actually, I'm not going to put stickers because I love this look. Could use a little bit of this. Let's see if it works. So that's it. I think I'm done with that one. A ticket page. I will have to find a way to put this in the journal because I feel like that's not going to be strong enough if I stitch it into the spine. So I'll figure out a way to add this in. I'm thinking possibly to reinforce this with a piece of tape on both sides, clear tape. Anyway, I'm very happy with that page. So thanks for watching, and come back again tomorrow and I should have my next video up. I've got to work quite quick on this because I've only got a few days until the end of the month. Have a nice day and thanks for watching. Bye.